This is a 2025 Ford F-150 King Ranch. And for 2025, there were some changes to this trim level. I borrowed this truck from Larry H. Miller, Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. It is available for sale. Be sure to ask for Diego. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see options and features on this build. At the very top is the description with the colors. And here's a short listing of the standard equipment. Down below are all the options. 601A equipment group, and this one has that $995 upgrade for the paint. 3.5 liter power boost was added for $1,900. This one also has the max tow with the locker, $395. FX4 package for $1,095. Base price comes in at $74,805, and destination is $1,995 with a total price of $79,285. And then here are the Philly commenters off to the side. Now I know what some of you guys are thinking. What big changes did they possibly make for 2025? Or am I just doing more clickbait videos as some of you guys say I do? I think this is a big change, and there's another one I'm going to point out in a second. So you guys noticed that that color on the window sticker was not darkened bronze, and I'm talking about the two-tone down below. This is new for 2025. This is a marsh gray accent on this, and as you guys know, darkened bronze is no longer available for the F-150. And that kind of came as a shocker because they still use it for the Super Duty. But what do you guys think about the new color? I hate to say this, but I like it better than the darkened bronze, and I didn't think I would. It looks so much nicer when it's a little bit lighter color. It really does. Now, I'm not a big fan of two-tone, but if I got a good deal on the truck, if it was two-tone, I'd take it. I mean, it looks great, and it's just something a little different than everything else you see on the market. But as you guys see right here, this is a different color from that down below. Just pointing that out. You do have some chrome on that front grille, projector style headlights, and full LED, including your fog lights down below. And you still have that accent that goes all the way down into the fog lights too, which some people point out in another video that got taken away on the, I believe, Lariat. Front parking sensors. They also went to black recovery hooks. They had chrome last year too, but that might be a better option for some people. But you still have some chrome accent down below. Active grille shutters. You still have the camera on the front end too. And then check out that hood. Love those vents. They have a little bit of satin trimming on them too. And here's a quick peek at your suspension. Double wishbone, independent. You have that coilover setup, steel for your upper and lower control arms, and that steer knuckle in there looks to be forged aluminum. Fabric material for the liner, and then here are the tires. These are the Pirelli Scorpion ATRs, and I know what you're thinking. You wish they were a little bit more aggressive too, right? I think that I would have wanted something a little bit more aggressive than this, and these are 275/60 20. And then here's the capacity for the tire right here. It's going to be 2,679 pounds at 44 psi. And yeah, 275/60 20. 6 lug. And this is the 20-inch wheel. You do have a 22-inch wheel available. And then here's some of your King Ranch badging on the side. That actually looks new for 2025. I could be wrong though. Power boost down below. Now, do you guys notice anything different on the side? There is something different here. The first thing is on your power deployable running boards, there's no more chrome. Last year you had chrome on these. Also, there used to be a button right here that you could put the running board down with. That is gone. And so I don't think there's a 602A equipment group that adds all that features back, because I didn't see that online. Now, for the fuel tank door, they do provide a button for the power boost. Oh, didn't open. Oh, there it is. It's just like a delayed response for it, and it always gets me. Now, this is not a 36-gallon fuel tank. It's a little bit smaller, and here's your suspension. You have 3 leaves, with that bottom one being a helper spring. No liner out back. There's your FX4 badge. Full LED taillights And out back, you have that Pro-Access tailgate. Last year, when these trucks started making their way to the dealership, they did not have the tailgates yet. And then here's that King Ranch badge right there. Parking sensors, class 4 hitch, and incandescent bulbs here. You have your 7 and 4 pin. This is how you take down your spare tire. They don't even have the lock in there anymore. Interesting. Maybe they never did. This is going to be powered. This one does have obviously the 7.2 kilowatts or 7,200 watts of power. You can pretty much run your entire RV on this truck. A little bit of storage there. No spray in, but you still have the tie downs around the bed. You have the workstation on the tailgate, and you can tap it up with your knee. You guys saw that this truck had the 373 rear. There's your spare tire. Man, your spare tire looks more aggressive than what's on the truck now. Huh. Yeah, overall, I do like this new color. Here's a quick peek at it in the shade a little bit. Let me get a little closer so you can see it. It's a little darker actually. What do you guys think? The Marsh looks good. I'm sold. And you have a chrome exhaust tip right there. Now you guys did see that when you get the power boost, they actually don't charge you for this powertrain. Now obviously in the higher trim levels, I think the power boost is the way to go, especially that they actually deduct the $1,900 charge off of the window sticker. 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque is just absolutely insane. And this truck is really a rocket ship. Really quick on its feet. Has that 10-speed transmission, and I believe between the engine and transmission is a electric motor. Is that correct? And obviously these engines are now direct import injection. Based off one of the master techs that I spoke to, he said that these engines did get some updates, so they should be more reliable from 2021 on. And I haven't heard of any complete failures out of these engines for the 2023 on model year. So that's a good thing and a good sign, and they have made some updates to make it more reliable. As far as the interior goes, I don't see many updates here, but the Java interior is probably one of the best Cowboy interiors in the segment. Love the wood treatment here. You can feel how porous it is. You have your seat memories, door locks. You can power fold those outside mirrors, auto up and down for just the front windows, and then King Ranch badging all around this truck, and that's a good thing too. They still have the contour seats, a little bit of chrome around those knobs and the seat right there. King Ranch kick plate. They did restyle this right here a little bit for 2025. Electronic parking brake, power pedals. This one still has the power steering column. The Lariat lost this, which is pretty funny. Steering wheel has that Java with more of that King Ranch badging with the logo. And then here are these seats. Wide seat cushions down below. More King Ranch. Established in 1853. You have the tilt headrest. Great bolstering on the seats. Ford has some great seats, by the way. I mean, there's no denying that. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. On the dash, look at the accent they give you. American flag. And nice wood treatment too. More of that logo. And they, on the Super Duty, they give you like a little ranch right there. Not on this truck though. Now this is like a bronze color down below, and I actually like the way that looks too. You have your 120 volt power plug. This looks like a reset too for that. Contour seats on both sides, 12-way including the lumbar support. And then out back, they don't skimp out in this King Ranch. They even give you the nice premium floor mats with the all-weather floor mats. 60/40 bench with that collapsible storage. Power sliding glass with defrost. And outboard heated seats. And they still provide the 12 volt for the half tons. They took this away for the Super Duty. You got 2 Type C's, a little bit of lighting down there too. Air vents. Yeah, this is a nice truck. You can see that twin panel too, by the way. There's some of your animations on the screen. Let's go and start it up. When you start up a power boost, you always forget that it's not like the regular naturally aspirated engine like Coyote or the 3.5 liter EcoBoost. Heads up display is right there, and I did find the wrench. It's right here. They just put it in a different spot. And 12-inch display with your backup camera. I'm not a huge fan of Ford's camera just because I'm just not used to them. Maybe if I ever get a chance to own a Ford in the future, maybe they'll become easier for me. But yeah, one last thing to show is, I guess I'm going to show you that this truck doesn't have bed view. I thought it had a bed view camera up there, but nope, does not. It does have like a beeping sound too because this is a hybrid, so it does drive without the engine, so it gives people, you know, caution to know that you're backing up there. You guys see there, more wood treatment, chrome, more chrome back here, and further back where your cup holder jar out back. Now, I like your shifter. It has some nice leather wrapping. Most people would prefer a column shifter, and I agree there. That does go down, and this mobile office does come standard. You guys probably noticed too, you have a wireless charger standard. Those 2 USBs pretty much come standard across the board. Multiple drive modes too. So you have sport that kicks it into all-wheel drive, eco, tow haul, normal, slippery, off-road, and rock crawl. Okay. Now as far as your seating features go, they do put those in settings. And hip massage. They have 5 different levels, 3 levels of intensity. Here's all your controls for your seating right here, and steering wheel, dual climate control. This is your self-parking and downhill assist. Some of your buttons did migrate down here. Not sure why they did that so late in the game. It doesn't really make sense to me, but they have their reasons for doing what they do, right? In case you didn't see that center console, here's one last look at it. A little bit of storage. You can get a safe for this area that is a removable tray because you can make this a filing cabinet. Up top here, they give you the brown roof with the brown interior. Also, HomeLink. I would have thought they would have made this black, but that is that black? That looks brown. That's brown. I'm shocked that they made this brown. I would have made that black, but I'm glad that they took the extra step to make that brown. Pretty cool. Place for your sunshades. You can slide that rear glass. No auxiliary switches, which is not a big deal probably on this truck. This twin panel moonroof comes standard on King Ranch. Something to keep in mind if that's something you have to have. And then 4-wheel drive auto, lockers right there. Yeah, this is a really nice truck. Let's go ahead and go through here. I'll show you guys the gauges. So they give you nice features for your temperatures. Love this layout. And what I will tell you is, if you go to settings and you go to configure gauges, you can swap gauges around. The one gauge I would definitely want on here is turbo boost. That way, if you're not used to driving a turbocharged engine, knowing where that turbo boost gauge is helps with fuel economy. So I like to see those things up there. Let's go and check out the payload on the door. The front gross axle weight rating is going to be 3,900 pounds. The rear is going to be 4,150 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 7,400 pounds. 20 by 8.5 wide wheels, and the axle code is an L7. All in payload is 1,272 pounds, 35 psi all the way around for the tire pressure. Hope you guys liked the video. The one thing I didn't point out, because it was the same as last year, is they did take away the applique for the King Ranch, and that's in part to the Pro Access tailgate too. Hope you guys enjoyed this because I wasn't expecting to find anything different with the King Ranch, but then when I pulled the truck in the sun, I noticed that that bottom two-tone looked totally different, and then I started looking around the truck and saw all the other changes on it. But yeah, pretty crazy. Every year these things are changing little by little. They're taking away features like the keypad, which I didn't really bring up, but that's not a big deal for me, I'll be honest. And maybe it's because I've never owned a Ford, but I don't really hear a lot of people talk about it. So maybe in the comment section you guys can give your feedback if you've owned Fords in the past. But be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. See you guys soon.